It is finally your Friday, 8:08. Today's best music, 98.3 The Key. It's Big Jim. It's Stacey Lee. And very special guest, Victoria Smurfit. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you doing?
Oh, man, I love your accent already. Yeah.
I love yours.
No.
See, I think you all have accents. But there you go.
Very
all right.
nice.
Well, Victoria, the new show Dracula, which I must say I'm totally enthralled with. I've been watching since the very first episode, and I absolutely love your character. Tell us about Dracula.
Well, Dracula, we've taken a classic story and we've peeled it out over 10 episodes, which has given us this incredible sort of freedom to pull out all the big themes, you know, the revenge and the immortality and eternal love, and we've got to mess with them in the most glorious way because we've got love triangles and it's still a horror, but it's a love story, and I think it's been meshed together very beautifully. I mean, I love Lady Jane, who I play, because she, to me, is the epitome of every woman I know and love. She's one part glamour and wearing her boobs as earrings, and she's one part office angel who works at the Order of the Dragon, and she's a third part vicious, brutal vampire slayer, which to me is just the three faces of any woman.
Well, hang on a second, Victoria. You had me at boobs as earrings.
Oh, you're easy, Jim.
Wow. Well, I was looking at your photo,
yeah.
Victoria, and I could swear you look so familiar to me, but I can't place where. You've done a lot of other stuff.
Oh.
Or maybe
I have. I've worked fairly constantly over in the UK and Ireland. I mean, it depends on what you watch. I did a lovely film with Hugh Grant called About a Boy a while ago, and the last time I got to do stunts was in a film with Chow Yun-fat called Bulletproof Monk. So you never know. I might have appeared here and there, and I've played cops, I've played all sorts. But my favourite has to be Lady Jane, because she
amazing.
Gets to be all woman.
Now, how is it?
Brutality.
How is it working with Jonathan Rhys Meyers? He's like one of my favorite actors, and it was crazy for me to see him with his British accent go straight into a full-blown American accent with no problem.
Oh, he's fantastic. You know, he's such a joy, because he's an Irishman. Myself, Katie McGrath, and Johnny were like the triptych of paddies on set, and it was great fun because I was doing the English, Katie was doing English, and Johnny, of course, was doing English and American so beautifully. I only got to deal with him as his American Alexander Grayson, but he's a joy. I mean, he's so charismatic. He's so naughty. He's so kind. He's a total pro, and I just loved it. I mean, some scenes that himself and myself did, which are coming up in future episodes, sometimes they'd literally throw us into a carriage and say, I want you to fight and fornicate. There's a nice word. And they literally wouldn't direct us. They'd just send us off and turn on the cameras. And they're like, okay. So you have to have this a trust between each other. So we'd sort of shake hands and say, I'll see you at the other end. Good luck. And we'd count bruises and see who fared the best.
Wow.
So he's pretty awesome to work with. They all were. You know, later on down the this is one for you, Jim. Later on down the story, myself and Katie McGrath, who plays Lucy Westenra, I might mess with her slightly. I might. So there's all sorts of intrigue in this show. There's something for everybody.
I gotta watch this show.
You gotta watch. You've missed out. It comes on right after Grimm, so I'm already into Grimm, and then Dracula came on, and I'm like, yes, this is my Friday night from now on.
Okay, so Stacey brought this up, Victoria. Now that actor can just go right into American and the language. Can you do that? What's your best? Give us your best. Just to, if a director says, we want you to speak an American tongue, can you do it?
Oh, great! Yeah, I was going to give you my Liverpudlian, but do you know? You probably don't even know Liverpool, because that's my favourite one. Because you go from chatting like this to, how are you? I've just seen it down the road there now. What's going on? And there's all some completely crazy accents here that you can do. But I do. My problem with my American is I desperately one day want to play a Valley girl, because I just think the way they must think, and in order to talk like that, and for a vowel to take so long to get to consonant.
That's
Like,
awesome.
oh my
really
God.
exciting place to live.
That's great.
I grew
That's
up. I
awesome.
grew up there, Victoria, so it's easy for me to pop into Valley
She
Girl.
goes into Valley Girl all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I think it's the most fantastic accent. It's great.
Well, Victoria, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time. We look forward to it. NBC, it's on Fridays. Dracula, if you haven't seen it, like I haven't, well, I'm going to start watching it now for sure. Thank you so much, Victoria. We appreciate it.
You better had.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Thank you.
All right. Take care, my dear. Well, there you go. Victoria Smurfit. What a ball of laughs she is, that Lady Jane from NBC's Dracula. Again, make sure to check it out. It's on after what, Grimm, you said?
It's right after Grimm, yeah.
All right.
So it's a good Friday night. Hang out, get your popcorn ready, and